We want Singapore to be the best place to live, work, and play. We want this to be an outstanding city, well-planned, well-run, offering a high quality of life, full of buzz and vibrancy. We want this to be our cherished home, where we grow our roots, build emotional bonds, and form new fond memories. We want this to be a special red dot for all Singaporeans. In the last 49 years, our physical transformation has been remarkable. Our Singaporean identity is strengthening. But keeping Singapore special is a journey without end. We'll work with Singaporeans to improve on what we have. And one area where we can do better is getting all our different agencies to work more closely together, especially when their responsibilities overlap with one another or are split between different agencies. And I've highlighted funny examples of interagency issues before. For example, it used to be, if you saw a snake, then which agency to call depends on which way the snake is pointing and going. Now, there's one agency, AVA, in charge of all snakes as well as other animals. So we've made some progress, especially after we highlight vivid examples, we have a good laugh, and then we sort it out. But we haven't arrived. So to prepare for this speech, I asked the MPs to give me some recent examples. So tonight, I've decided Mayor Loh Hsien Loong wins the lucky draw. Hsien Loong's residents had complained that the walkway to Bukit Gombak MRT station was often dirty. One resident told her he saw a fishball stick there on the walkway. The next day he came back, he looked, the same fishball stick was still in the same place. Her residents have very sharp eyes. So Hsien Loong called up the agencies to find out why the area was not being cleared regularly. And she had to make multiple calls to several agencies, held several meetings. Finally, she managed to establish what happened. And here's what she found. Listen very carefully. On the left of the walkway is a slope. The slope belongs to NEA. Okay? In the middle, this is a park connector. Park connector, 顾名思义, you think of the name, belongs to NParks. On the right-hand side is a pavement. Pavement is next to the road. Road comes under LTA. So the fishball stick was on the road side, and the road side was only cleared every 2 days because each of the organizations had their own cleaner, own schedules, and they did it separately. So I don't think it makes a lot of sense, and everybody has agreed, and we've resolved this case. From now on, NEA Pao Ga Liao. So Hsien Loong did her job as a mayor, but she found it a frustrating and difficult experience, even though she's a mayor. So can you imagine if you're an ordinary citizen trying to solve such a problem and running around the different agencies? So it's not the way we should be operating, and we have to do better to bridge these interagency boundaries and to serve the public in an integrated way. Many cities encounter these problems. Some of them have gone into op centers to report and monitor municipal issues. Like Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, they have a very modern op center, looks like a NASA command post. And all the emergency services, all the key public agencies report to it. They have cameras all around the city. You see the screens, they can monitor what's happening. It's manned by 50 officers, and they can give commands and make things happen. If there's a disaster, if there's an accident, they can divert traffic. If it rains heavily, there's a risk of landslides. Because a lot of their slums live on the steep hill slopes, they can sound the sirens, warn people. And during World Cup, they found this op center very useful. So we need to get there also. And we will set up a Municipal Services Office. One authority to coordinate all of the agencies, LTA, PUB, the whole lot, NParks. And single-mindedly focus on service delivery. I'm going to put it in MND, but I will appoint Minister Grace Fu to oversee this Municipal Services Office, working with Minister Khaw Boon Wan. So more details will be announced later. Please be patient. We're going in the right direction. We are determined to do better, and I think Grace will do a good job. While the government will try to do a better job with the MSO, please don't make their job too difficult. Citizens also have a role to play to make this our better home. For a start, please don't drop fishball sticks. And then we won't have to spend so much effort cleaning up after you. But you can also be part of the solution, being our eyes and ears all over Singapore. And we can use technology to crowdsource, to involve members, Singaporeans, so that you can give feedback, you can report incidents, problems on the ground. And already we have some apps to do that. For example, Ang Mo Kio Town Council, my own, has iConnect to report estate maintenance issues. And residents take a picture, they send a picture in, Town Council deals with it, and then you get a message back soon saying done or being fixed or on the way. LTA has a My Transport app, so you can provide information on bus arrivals, parking lots, traffic jams. NEA has a new app, My ENV. I was going to demonstrate it to you, but to save time, I'll just tell you about it. You should go and see. It's a very good app. It's newly updated, and it gives you information on the PSI, if there's haze, on dengue. You can see it gives you information, PSI 51, dengue something, water level, in case there's a flash flood somewhere, and the tides. And it also lets you report issues on the ground. For example, litter. Here's a report which somebody has sent in about litter, and there's a photograph. You can have an address there, and the status, it has been submitted. And then if you submit it, NEA will work with the agencies, resolve it, let you know once it's done. All these apps are free, so please download them, use them. And please, but one request, please don't send your selfies to them. This is to help us to do more with technology, with IT. In fact, I wanted to show you a lot more about technology and IT tonight. Our tech people have been doing a lot of work. There are many applications, many gadgets in our plans to make Singapore a smart nation. Not just to run the place better, but so that it can make a difference to people's lives, to patients, to commuters, to students, to households. And there are many ways we can do this. There's an exhibition outside in the auditorium. You can take a look at it later. But there's so much to cover. I've decided to put this aside so that I can do justice to the subject properly, and I'm going to find an opportunity later on to talk about our Smart Nation plans.